If you are tired of work and travel bags that check the practical box but completely miss the mark on style, I hear you. I have gone through dozens of mid-range luxury handbags to find the ones that are not only functional, but actually look put together, polished, and elevated. Every single bag in this video fits a laptop, transitions from commute to conference to carry-on, and avoids that bulky, boring look. And most of them, totally underrated. So whether you're heading into the office or hopping on a flight, these are the mid-range luxury handbags that are actually worth your money. Let's get into it. And I want to kick things off with the work bag that I personally have been carrying to all of my meetings over the past couple of weeks. You've heard me talk about this before on my channel and over on my Instagram. This is the Oleata Marina Carryall. I love this bag, not only because it's so beautiful and aesthetically pleasing, it almost just looks like a chic luxury purse, but also every little detail of this bag has been so thoughtfully designed for the working and traveling woman on the go. And I guess I really shouldn't be super surprised because it is a female-founded brand. Tiffany, their founder, is a former woman in finance who spent so much time researching and getting feedback from women in the working world to design these products to fit our needs. You can see right here that the Marina Carryall is made of soft and sleek Napa leather. I really like the kind of supple, luxurious look of this leather. It does have some give to it. It's not completely structured and rigid, yet it still retains enough structure so that it stands up on its own. You can easily pack your things inside. And as soon as you put your laptop in, it doesn't just like flop over onto the floor. This has two main compartments, one of which is perfect for your laptop. So I usually just slip that right in there. And then in the bigger compartment, that's usually where I put an agenda, book, headphones, my lunch, snacks, makeup, all things that I'm gonna need throughout the day. I find that this fits everything that I need for a work day, or if I'm like heading out to go to meetings, or maybe as like a personal item when I travel, but it's not so big that it's like really bulky on my frame. It almost looks just like a larger purse. It kind of becomes part of my outfit. I also really like the fact that I can carry this a couple of different ways. A lot of times I'm just carrying it top handle or in the crook of my arm, but if I have a lot of things in this bag, let's face it guys, it will get kind of heavy and I need, you know, more of a shoulder carry kind of situation. So it does come with extra straps and you can attach them in a couple of different ways. So you can wear it as a shoulder strap. You can also lengthen it to wear it cross body. And then another good option, especially if you have like shoulder or neck pain, you can also attach the straps to be like a backpack style. And then one feature that I feel like not enough work bags have is the little luggage strap on the back so you can feed it on top of like your carry-on or your suitcase. I hate it when I put my travel bags on top of my suitcase and then they just like fall and tip over. So I like that little discreet feature as well. I love working with these brands that really get it when it comes to style, quality, and functionality. And I'm so excited to share that this portion of the video is kindly sponsored by Oleata. And in addition to the Marina Carryall, I also want to give a shout out to another really great work bag from Oleata, which is called the Anywhere Duffel. There's an entire Anywhere line, by the way, but I specifically have the Anywhere Duffel in the largest size. This line is a little bit sportier, a little bit more unisex, and it's very much focused on travel and durability. And depending on which size you get, it could be really great for work, for the gym, for travel, a weekender bag, a carry-on bag on a plane. When you first see it, it looks like a simple duffel bag, but I was blown away by, once again, the attention to detail of all the little features on this bag. First off, it's incredibly durable. It is made of waterproof, stain-resistant, and crease-proof material. You can spill things on this bag. You can get caught in the rain. You could carry it through a snowstorm. You can fold it up and put it in your suitcase and it's not gonna look all like gross and creased when you take it out. And it's also very lightweight and packable. On the outside of the bag, you have some really nice pockets that are zippered, so very easy to access, but also secure. There's also a secret, a very discreet phone slot, so you can kind of just slip your phone in there without people knowing that it's actually a pocket. On the inside of the bag, there is a padded laptop sleeve, there's a card holder and a D-ring to attach it, and there's also several mesh pockets, so you can kind of organize all your things, but I like the mesh because you can actually like see what's in there all together. And similarly to the Marina Carryall, there are also several padded strap options, so you can carry this top handle, crook of the arm, on the shoulder, crossbody, and once again, you guessed it, there is a pass-through to pop it onto your luggage. To me, especially with this larger size that I got, I think this is like the perfect travel bag for me. This is something that I would take with me to pop on top of my carry-on on a plane if I am like staying overnight somewhere, because it's just so easy and functional. And lastly, I really like the personalization options for this bag. You can get it monogrammed. They also have some extra straps that you can buy to kind of change up the color, change up the functionality of the bag. And they also, of course, have some adorable little charms. I have this little any duffel charm and basically just like a little mini any duffel bag. It's so cute. It's perfect for like little things that you need quick access to when you're traveling and on the go. Thank you so much to Oleata for the opportunity for testing out these amazing work and travel bags and for sponsoring this portion of the video. You can shop the Oleata collection and these specific bags via my links in the description box down below, and you can save 22% off site-wide with my code SOPHIA2025. Also, as a little bonus for you guys, any purchase from the Marina collection or the Anywhere collection before October 19th will receive a free Anywhere duffel charm. So you're gonna get a free little bag charm with your purchase using my code SOPHIA2025. So that's just a little gift for you guys up until October 19th. Moving along, up next, we have the Aspinall of London London Tote. This has become one of the most popular bags on my channel. I've been talking about it for the past couple of months, and I feel like this brand, Aspinall of London, is totally underrated, at least here in the US. I think it's because we don't have them in US department stores, but guys, don't sleep on Aspinall of London because they have some absolutely stunning and functional bags. And this bag, the London Tote in the larger size, by the way, is a really great option, I think, if you're looking for something with a bit more structure. This is gonna really stand up on its own. It's gonna be very easy to stack your things inside. If you like something that's kind of easy to reach into to grab your things, maybe it's like sitting on your desk or next to your desk in the seat of your car, this is gonna give you really easy access. You have two big compartments in this bag, but you also do have a zippered compartment in the center for any of your valuables or something that you need to keep a little bit more secure. The London Tote comes in many beautiful colors and several different leathers. You have the smooth leather, the pebbled leather, and my personal favorite, the beautiful, the striking woven leather. I don't really see a lot of brands, especially those in kind of like this mid-range price point, doing the woven leather and doing it in such an absolutely stunning, gorgeous, and quality way. This is kind of giving me Bottega vibes without the Bottega price point. In fact, I actually picked up this bag on my recent trip to London. I went to the Aspinall of London flagship store. Definitely check out my recent shopping vlog if you want to see more of the Aspinall of London bags. There's so much eye candy in that video. I decided to pick up the London Tote in the black woven leather, and I just love like the slightly shiny finish on this bag. I really like the fact that this one, compared to the midi size, which I also have purchased, this one fits over the shoulder, which makes sense. It makes it more of a work bag. This is going to fit your laptop as opposed to the midi, which is like more of a purse. You can comfortably fit it over the shoulder, fit all of your things for a work day, and it just looks, in my opinion, so incredibly chic. I also have another bag that I want to recommend from Aspinall of London. This is for all of my backpack lovers out there. This is the Hudson medium backpack, and I want to recommend this because I have a confession to make. As much as I love a good, classy, chic tote, I was, for a very long time,
a backpack girly.
But here's the thing, and I feel like a lot of you understand what I'm talking about here. A lot of women's backpacks, they don't fit that much. Like, they're not that functional. I feel like it's always the men's backpacks that are functional, that actually fit a laptop, that actually fit your lunch and your makeup and everything that you need. So for many years in my work life, I was carrying a men's backpack to work. Well, I want to recommend a backpack that is actually cute, and that is this one from Aspinall of London, the medium Hudson backpack. I saw this in their flagship store, guys. The leather is scrumptious. It is pebbled, it is soft, it is supple, it is definitely scratch resistant, and I would very much recommend this medium size because this is gonna be the one that actually fits a laptop and fits a decent amount. I think that backpacks are great if you really wanna distribute the weight, if you wanna be a little, a little more friendly to your shoulders and your neck. I think it has a very classic, understated look, like it could be unisex even though it is a woman's backpack. backpack, it looks like it's built to last, yet once again, it's still functional. It also has the little strap on the back so you can slide it onto your luggage. So this would make a really good personal item on a plane, fits right under the seat. If I was looking for a stylish backpack, this would be the one that I would purchase. And once again, if you're interested in Aspinall of London, I will link that shopping vlog down below. I go through a lot of their best sellers. I also do have a coupon code to Aspinall of London. You can save 15% off site-wide with my code SOFIA15. The next work bag is the Fabrique Rialto Double Flap. Fabrique is another, in my opinion, completely underrated brand. They are one of my favorite places to shop for clothes, and they finally have launched handbags, and they are just as good. If you haven't heard of this brand, they don't have a single designer that creates all of their collections. They employ world-class designers from all over the world. People who have been like the directors and lead designers for some of the most well-known luxury brands. And this particular bag, the Rialto Double Flap, was designed by the former director of women's leather goods at Bottega Veneta. Once again, you're gonna see a trend with a lot of these bags. The Rialto looks very simple, but it's actually very thoughtfully designed. I love the very like sleek, modern, contemporary silhouette of this bag. It doesn't look like a work bag. It doesn't look like a standard tote. It looks like a luxury bag. It looks like a purse. This bag is made in Italy of soft Dutch calfskin, so it has kind of like a richness, a softness, and a little bit of slouch to it, but I do like the fact that they have reinforced the sides and also added a bit of feet for structure. And I like the fact that the main top handle, it's long enough so that it can be a shoulder bag, but it also comes with extra straps, so you can kind of wear it as a longer shoulder carry, crossbody, and you can also carry it like a backpack. The structure of the bag is that of a double flap, so there's like 2 flaps and each flap has its own compartment, so you can kind of organize your things amongst the 2 different compartments. But then on the back of the bag, there is a padded pocket where you can slip in a 13-inch laptop. And then once again, there's also a little strap there so you can feed it on top of your luggage. Next up is the Parisa Wang Gabrielle bag. Now, Parisa Wang, another really great smaller brand to check out. I've talked about this brand before. I love the quality of their bags. Parisa Wang is a fashion industry veteran, and she works with the same tanneries and factories as many of the luxury brands like MULBERRY, Celine, Prada. The Gabrielle bag that I have is in the beautiful, soft, luxurious chocolate suede. And this leather, for example, is sourced from the same tannery that is used by the Row. I personally have the Gabrielle 35 size. This is kind of the perfect size where it fits my 13-inch MacBook and then all of my essentials that I need for the day, but it's not like so big where it's kind of too bulky. I am a little bit more like on the petite end of things. And I like that this looks like a purse. And in fact, I do use it as a purse on the weekends, even when I'm not carrying any of my work stuff with me. If it gets a little bit too heavy, it does come with a detachable strap. So I'll just pop that on, carry it on the shoulder or cross body if I really want to load it up. But another great option if you do want to carry around more with you is the 38 size. This is going to be if you're bringing a little bit more with you to work or if you have a larger laptop. I really like the suede one that I have. It's super soft and luxe, but I will mention, just because I know suede is not as carefree, just depending on the climate that you live in, it does also come in a regular pebbled leather. And I'm actually eyeing the smooth leather. I think the smooth leather looks really nice and expensive. All of these have a really nice kind of soft look to them, but enough structure that they stay up to kind of hold all of your things. If you want to check out Parisa Wang, I also have a coupon code to their site. You can save 12% off site-wide with my code SOFIA12. Oh, and by the way, if you happen to be enjoying this video, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. And if you are new here, maybe consider subscribing to my channel. My name is Sophia, and I upload new videos every single week just like this, all about everyday beauty and accessible luxury style. I love mid-range handbags and accessible fashion. I try these products so that you don't have to, and I want to give my subscribers the very best recommendations that make them feel luxurious every single day without spending thousands of dollars. So hit that subscribe button to join our fam. And as a reminder, I have all of these bags, the sizes, the colors, everything, all the coupon codes listed in that description box down below so that you can shop along if you like. Next up is a bag from STRATHBERRY. This is the Georgia Maxi Tote. Now, I've tried quite a lot of bags from STRATHBERRY. They have a lot that fit a laptop, but this is the one that I think is the best. This is the one that I think is the most functional and comfortable for every day while still looking really chic and classic. If you didn't know already, all STRATHBERRY bags are handmade in Spain, and this particular one is made of beautiful soft grain calf leather. What I really like about this bag is that the handles are long enough that they can fit over the shoulder. I think it fits really comfortably, even if you have a lot in this bag. Of course, it fits a laptop, and I like the fact that this bag, it has 2 open sections, so you can kind of get in and out of them pretty easily, but it also has a zippered section in the middle if that's where you want to put your laptop or maybe some other items that you want to keep a little bit more secure when you're on the go. I think the Georgia tote, it's very functional. It has a very classic tote-like design, but I also feel like it has some really nice, interesting, unique little design details that you typically see from STRATHBERRY bags. There's no big logo on the bag, it's understated, but I like the incorporation on the hardware of the little STRATHBERRY music bar. And just like pretty much all the bags in this video, the leather has a real nice luxurious feel to it, but still you have that structure so that you're keeping all of your things together and secure. The next work bag is the DEMELLIER London New York tote. Now, DEMELLIER is another brand where they have a lot of bags that fit a laptop that can be used for work or travel, but the New York tote in the larger size specifically is my personal favorite because first off, I really just like the very streamlined contemporary look of this bag. It does look quite unique from like your average tote, the shape of it and just the overall design. I also like the fact that this one, the straps are long enough where you can carry it over the shoulder. Some people like a top handle with a longer strap, and then with some bags, I just prefer it to be more of a shoulder carry. And I think with this bag, because it is so wide, carrying it on the shoulder just looks a lot cooler. I also like the fact that it opens up really wide so you could just see everything, all of your things that are stacked inside. In addition to that, even though it can be worn open, there is a magnetic closure in the center and then snap buttons on the little, I call them the wings, the little wings on the side, so that when you're walking around, it's pretty much completely sealed for security. They're doing this bag now in a lot of different variations. I know the suede one is really popular, but I think the pebbled leather versions are absolutely gorgeous. They've got some like mock croc embossed ones, which are even more durable because it's a coated leather. I think it's a very chic and striking bag. I get a lot of questions, you know, Sophia, should I get this bag or the Paul Sign bag, which has kind of a similar shape? I would definitely go with this one. The Sign bag is a really cute tote bag, but I find it to be a little too like faffy and floppy if I'm gonna be carrying around a laptop. I use that bag more for like errands, if I'm just carrying more stuff with me. If you want something that's more like structured, functional, holds your things secure, stands up on its own, I would definitely go with the DEMELLIER New York tote. Bonus, I also want to give a quick shout out to the DEMELLIER London Hudson tote. This is a very popular style. It is a newer style compared to the New York tote. I believe it came out earlier this year. It's definitely giving those like the Ro Margot types of vibes, except it is more structured. To my understanding, based on what I've heard from sales associates, this is the bag that people choose when they want more of like a classic look. So the New York tote, it definitely has more of like a contemporary feel. This looks very classic, like very chic. It has more of a traditional ladylike type of feel because it has that top handle. You can put it on the crook of the arm. And this comes with a longer strap so you can wear it on the shoulder or cross body. Next up is the TORY BURCH Romy tote. Now, this is my recommendation for those of you who just want a simple, classic tote bag that is also lightweight. If you want something that's kind of shaped, you know, like a Neverfull that doesn't get too heavy, but still is cute, is unique, doesn't have any flashy logos, this is the one that I would go for. This Romy line from TORY BURCH, I think it's a complete slam dunk. I like all of the bags. I know a lot of you guys, you bought the little crossbody bag from my crossbody video, which I'll link down below if you want to check out some crossbody options after you watch this. The bucket bag is super cute. This tote also comes in a smaller version, which is more of a purse size. I think the whole line is really great, and I can definitely see that they wanted to create something that didn't have like a big logo that was more understated, which I think is perfect for a work and travel bag. I also like that this bag, yes, it is a tote, but it's not just like a plain tote. There are some really cute design details to it. It has a little bit of something. It looks fashionable. It looks like something you could carry to work, but you could also carry it around with you on the weekend. The Coach Empire bag. This bag has blown up over the past year ever since it launched, and I can see why. It's a very cool looking bag. I love the leather that they use on this particular line. It is a more premium line from Coach, so it is going to be priced accordingly. And I think a lot of people have gravitated towards this because the quality is so good for the price. It also is a little bit more of like an edgier bag. Some of the bags that I'm mentioning in this video, they're maybe like a little bit dressier looking, maybe more like traditionally professional. I like that the Empire line, you definitely can dress it up, but it has a little bit more of like a laid back, cool type of style. Now there's a couple sizes of the Empire bag, and I know it can get a little bit confusing. When it comes to work and travel, I would focus on the Empire 40 and the Empire 48. I think that the 40 size, it's really good as like an everyday work bag if it's a laptop, but you still have room for more things. I know a lot of my subscribers, they love the 40. From what the sales associates tell me at my local Coach store, that is the most popular size, and they say a lot of their customers buy it as a work and travel bag. Now the size that I have is the Empire 48. And I'm warning y'all, this is a big bag. It is big bag energy, but I love this bag. I specifically purchased this size because this is the only Coach Empire bag that fits over my shoulder. The handles are more like top handles for all of the other versions, but this biggest version, it fits over my shoulder very comfortably. If you fill up this bag all the way, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be real with y'all, it does get very heavy. For me, this is more of a travel bag. I recently took this with me on my trip to London, and this was my personal item, and it just fit so many things. It makes it really easy to carry, you know, more stuff with you on the plane, or if you're only traveling in a carry-on and a personal item, this is gonna be a really great way. If you're someone like me who wants to get as much capacity as you possibly can out of your travel bags, this is one that I would recommend. That glove tan leather, it's gonna be very durable. It has a very rich look to it, but still gives you enough structure and stability. It sits really nicely right on top of my carry-on or my check-in luggage. It does not fit under the seat very well, at least in the economy class where I am flying. So I will mention that it fits up in like the little overhead compartment, but I really like it when I need something that is just a little bit more capacious, so to speak. If you want something that's gonna be more of a standard work bag size, I will go with the 40. The Ralph Lauren Polo ID tote bag. This bag was not on my radar at all. And then I recently filmed a shopping vlog at my local Ralph Lauren boutique. I spotted this bag and I was like, hey now, what is that gorgeous tote? This is the work bag that I would recommend if you are lusting, like myself, over the luxury tote bags, but you don't want to pay the luxury prices. If you don't want to pay thousands of dollars for your work bag, but you really want that luxury feel and luxury quality, I would definitely pay attention to this bag, but also just Ralph Lauren in general. Ralph Lauren does tend to be a little bit higher priced than some of the other mid-range handbags that I'm talking about in this video, but I will say, I do think that the materials are top-notch and a little bit more elevated, so you're definitely getting a little bit more for the price. This particular bag, for example, is made of beautiful quality Italian leather, and it's also lined in suede, so you get more of that luxurious feel and kind of luxurious finishings on the inside of the bag as well. It feels so nice to the touch. I love this soft, supple, pebbled leather. It honestly feels like something that I would expect to see in like YSL or Celine. This style is going to be a little bit more flexible. It's very understated. There's no big logos. You do have the little Polo ID pendant that just kind of comes over the front of the bag. There's no zipper, so it's a bit more of an open style, but I do like the fact that the little belts along the side of the bag, they can be cinched in and adjusted on the inside if you want more of like a closed in and cinched look. Next up is the MULBERRY Large Bayswater. This is such a classic from the brand. Like when I think of MULBERRY, I think of the MULBERRY Bayswater. This style is not going anywhere where you are buying a piece of heritage when you're buying a Bayswater. A lot of you guys know I am a handbag collector of all price ranges, and while I do very much focus on the mid-range here on my channel, I want to recommend this once again as another option for those of you who maybe want to invest just a little bit more in your work bag so that you can get that luxury quality without the several $1,000s luxury price point. Mulberry prices do tend to be a little bit more than like a DEMELLIER London, for example, but having looked at and tried a lot of their bags and also purchased some of their bags, both new and vintage, I can confidently say that the quality is 100% worth the price. This leather just gets better and better with age. I can see the quality in my new bags, but once again, I can see it also in my vintage bags that are like 10, 15 years old from Mulberry. I just recently found out, by the way, that they are a certified B Corp. They have a lot of sustainability practices and they have a made to last manifesto. So they're really trying to make things that are sustainable and going to last a lifetime. And I feel like the Bayswater is the perfect bag that fits those values because it's such a classic and functional style. You have the longer straps that comfortably fit over the shoulder. It's going to fit your laptop. It has some decent structure to it. There's the feet on the bottom for a little bit of extra durability. It's that classic style that's going to elevate any look. It's also the perfect style for hanging little bag charms on top of, I must add. And not to mention, this bag is also really secure. It fully closes with the flap. You have the little signature Mulberry padlock and the postman's lock there, so you can really keep this bag sealed when you are on the go or maybe like on the subway and in crowds. Comment down below, what was your favorite bag from this video? Or let us know, what's your favorite everyday work bag? I would love to hear your thoughts. If you love this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe, or better yet, go watch another video. Up next, I'm trying every single bag from Paul N. I'll see you there.